Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a game-changing book that transformed how I think about business strategy. Blue Ocean Strategy by W. Chan Kim. We're going chapter by chapter to extract must-know insights that can revolutionize your approach to business. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. Creating Blue Oceans. Chapter 1 of Blue Ocean Strategy introduces us to the groundbreaking concept of blue oceans. These represent untapped market areas, free from fierce competition, or what the authors call red oceans. Here, the emphasis is on creating new demand and making the competition irrelevant. The authors challenge us to shift our mindset from competing within crowded industries to innovating and creating new market spaces. A pivotal quote from this chapter is, "The only way to beat the competition is to stop trying to beat the competition." This idea sets the stage for the entire book, urging us to think beyond traditional market boundaries. The chapter also underscores the importance of differentiation and low cost, key elements in creating a successful blue ocean. It illustrates this concept with real-world examples, showing how various companies have successfully created blue oceans in their industries. The chapter ends by urging readers to step out of the existing market space and find their own blue oceans. Chapter 2. Analytical Tools and Frameworks. In Chapter 2, the authors present crucial analytical tools and frameworks for identifying and creating blue oceans. The strategy canvas is introduced as a powerful tool for visualizing competition and identifying opportunities for value innovation. The 4 Actions framework challenges us to ask 4 key questions: what to eliminate, reduce, raise, and create. This framework helps businesses break away from the competition by reconstructing buyer value elements. A standout quote from this chapter is, "Value innovation is the cornerstone of blue ocean strategy." This emphasizes the book's central theme of not just competing, but creating new value. The chapter is filled with examples demonstrating how these tools have been applied in real-life scenarios to create new market spaces. It also stresses the importance of looking across market boundaries and understanding what buyers value. The chapter concludes by highlighting the potential for innovation in every industry, encouraging readers to apply these tools to discover their own blue oceans. Chapter 3. Reconceiving Industry Boundaries. Chapter 3 delves into the process of reconceiving industry boundaries to find new blue oceans. The authors introduce 6 paths for exploring new market spaces, including looking across alternative industries and buyer groups. This chapter emphasizes the importance of not being constrained by existing industry conditions. A powerful quote from this chapter is, "Value is not created in the industry, but between industries." This encourages businesses to look beyond their immediate competitors and consider broader market forces. The chapter guides readers through the process of systematically exploring these paths and identifying untapped market opportunities. It also discusses the importance of understanding the broader social and economic context in which industries operate. The authors use a variety of case studies to illustrate how companies have successfully reconceived their industry boundaries. By the end of the chapter, readers are equipped with a clear methodology for rethinking market spaces and finding blue oceans. Chapter 4. Focusing on the big picture, not the number. Chapter 4 of Blue Ocean Strategy advises readers to focus on the big picture rather than getting bogged down in numbers and statistics. The authors argue that a compelling narrative and vision are essential for successful strategy formulation. They introduce the concept of the big picture, which involves understanding the overall landscape and how your strategy fits into it. The chapter's key quote, "The best strategies are stories," highlights the power of a strong, clear narrative in driving strategic decisions. This chapter teaches readers how to craft a strategic narrative that captures the essence of their blue ocean move. It emphasizes the importance of simplicity and clarity in communicating strategy. The authors also discuss the role of leadership in painting this big picture and inspiring the organization to embrace new strategic directions. The chapter uses examples to show how a focus on the big picture has helped companies achieve remarkable transformations. The chapter concludes by underscoring the need for leaders to step back from the details and embrace a broader, more visionary approach to strategy. Chapter 5. Reaching beyond existing demand. In Chapter 5, the authors of Blue Ocean Strategy discuss the importance of reaching beyond existing demand to tap into untapped markets. This chapter is centered around the idea of not just catering to existing customers but also focusing on non-customers. The authors introduce the concept of the 3 tiers of non-customers, providing a framework for understanding and targeting potential new markets. A key quote from this chapter is, "Focus on the big picture, not the numbers." This encourages businesses to look beyond current market constraints and seek out new opportunities. The chapter presents strategies for identifying and understanding the needs and desires of non-customers. It highlights the importance of looking at common pain points and frustrations that prevent non-customers from entering your market. The authors use case studies to demonstrate how successful Blue Ocean strategies have been crafted by focusing on these non-customers. The chapter concludes with a call to action for businesses to expand their horizons and actively seek out new market spaces. Chapter 6. Getting the strategic sequence right. Chapter 6 introduces the concept of the strategic sequence, a critical element in crafting a successful Blue Ocean strategy. This sequence involves 4 steps: buyer utility, price, cost, and adoption. Each step is essential in ensuring that a new market idea is not only attractive, but also viable and sustainable. The authors emphasize the sequence is the key to creating uncontested market space, highlighting the importance of this process. The chapter begins by discussing how to ensure that your offering delivers exceptional utility to buyers. It then moves on to pricing strategies that make your offering irresistible while ensuring profitability. The cost component is addressed next, focusing on how businesses can achieve cost advantages while offering high value. The final step, adoption, deals with overcoming hurdles to ensure market acceptance. Throughout the chapter, the authors use examples to illustrate how businesses have successfully navigated the strategic sequence to create thriving blue oceans. The chapter wraps up by reinforcing the need for businesses to methodically work through each of these steps to ensure the success of their blue ocean initiatives. Chapter 7. Overcoming organizational hurdles. Chapter 7 of Blue Ocean Strategy tackles the practical challenges of implementing blue ocean strategies within organizations. The authors identify key organizational hurdles that can impede the execution of innovative strategies. They emphasize that even the best strategies can fail if these hurdles are not addressed. The chapter's impactful quote, "Organizational hurdles can sink even the best strategies," serves as a stark reminder of the importance of execution. The authors discuss strategies for overcoming these hurdles, including mobilizing change agents, fostering a culture of trust, and breaking down silos. They stress the importance of strong leadership in driving organizational change. The chapter provides practical tips for aligning people, processes, and resources with the new strategic direction. It also highlights the need for effective communication and engagement strategies to ensure buy-in across the organization. The chapter concludes by emphasizing the critical role of execution in turning strategic visions into reality. Chapter 8. Building execution into strategy. In the final chapter, Building Execution into Strategy, the authors integrate the concept of execution into the strategy formulation process. They argue that execution is not an afterthought, but an integral part of strategic planning. The chapter's key insight, execution is not just something you do after you've thought of your strategy, it's an integral part of it, highlights the interdependence of strategy and execution. The authors provide a framework for building execution into strategy from the outset. They discuss the importance of aligning organizational structures, processes, and cultures with the strategic vision. The chapter emphasizes the role of leaders in embedding execution into the DNA of the strategy. It also addresses the need for flexibility and responsiveness in execution, allowing for adjustments as the strategy unfolds. The authors use real-world examples to show how successful companies have seamlessly integrated execution into their strategic planning. The chapter concludes by urging leaders to view execution as a critical component of their strategic journey, essential for the realization of their blue ocean initiatives. Key lessons and takeaways. Before we wrap up, let's highlight 3 key accountability lessons. 1. Always challenge the status quo. 2. Focus on creating new value, not just competing. 3. Execution and strategy go hand in hand. And 3 leadership takeaways. 1. Inspire innovation by looking beyond your industry. 2. Foster a culture that embraces new market spaces. 3. Lead with a narrative that aligns your team with your vision. That's it for today's deep dive into blue ocean strategy. Remember, it's not just about what you learn, but how you apply these insights to make waves in your own business. If you found this useful, don't forget to hit like and share. Until next time.